All right, so what else is there for us, maybe side questy wise? Metalhead Industries we can't get into. Hollywood Apartments, maybe? That's the only other thing I can think of that we haven't really gone in and looked around. You know what? I think we gotta go. We gotta go down and find our Nosferatu friends. We're gonna go chat with them. Because we gotta have something to report back to the prince. Like, even if the plan is to wind up mingling with the anarchs, we can't just be like completely empty-handed. Where am I right now? We're way on the other side. All right, I need to be near C. Yeah, so we gotta go. We're on like the complete opposite side of the city. God, this like weird tiling effect the water textures do is so bizarre. Oh, damn it. I had it wrong. I'll get another quest on my PC. I keep forgetting to go home to my havens and check my mail. A couple of the clans afterlife are like completely different, like almost intended as, I won't say like challenge runs necessarily, but like a prestige run maybe is the best way to say it. The Nosferatu, they're the ones, like, they play almost entirely different. One of my favorite playthroughs was just to be as rude as possible to everyone. I have such a hard time with that in games. There's many a time I have tried to like, this is gonna be my evil playthrough, and then within like 2 or 3 minutes I'm like, no, I can't do it. Low humanity. Oh, I didn't even think about the implications of that. The low humanity just makes you like a complete dill hole. All right, where was it we had to go? Down here. Oh, that's right. Swimming. Other way. Okay. When in Nosferatu land, do as Nosferatu do. That's kind of ominous, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. All right, what do we got here? We're still in a combat area. How are my hopes and dreams stuff going? Pretty good. I had a whole lot of fun today. Some good wholesome family time. We painted pumpkins for our Halloween setup. I've got registered for my spring classes, so the career aspirations are continuing. I am a rat sucker, and I don't care who knows. I'm fine with it. Look, worse shit's happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just gotta have a vampire Capri Sun. Yeah, I'm going into a tech field. I don't know precisely what all I'm gonna wind up doing. But for right now, it's just a kind of general pivot to get away from the stuff I used to do. Is this a dead end? Oh boy. We saw that through the grate. All right, we gotta go around to the other side, it would appear. But I got classes starting in the spring semester. My wife and I moved out here. This will be the first holiday season she has gotten to spend with her family in over a decade. So we're gonna do like a very family and holiday centric end of 2021. And then I'm gonna crack down to work and start getting things set. Well, now wait a minute. What do you want from me, game? Let's see here. I'll tell you what, creepy soundtrack going on in the background's pretty rad. Can't do anything there. Let me sheath this so I'm stuck in. There we go. All right, but this just spit me out over here where I started. This one I think is just gonna go all the way. Yeah, I don't think this has a turn in it. Let's see. Nope. Maybe we can kick it out when we get to the end though. Come on, if we got super vamp strength, why ain't we putting it to use? You know what I'm saying? I don't have super vamp strength. I've put like no points into strength. God, the music's creepy as shit though. Really gives you an idea of how slow we're going and how long this tunnel is. Watching the exit like slowly grow. This is why we're doing all the errands for everyone. All the other kindred in LA, they're like, do you have any fucking idea how long the tunnels in our subway system are? Get out of here. Make the fledgling do it. All right, let's see. This is like a maze puzzle. AKA the worst puzzles. All right, this connects back over towards the one. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Where does this go? Guys, this, what do you got the laptop just like tied into the wall's power? Is this what it sounds and feels like when you wake up and realize you've been buried alive? Good Lord. This is a shortcut. If I open this, okay, so it just literally says shortcut. Okay, so this is one of the shortcuts that's added by like the plus patch. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really plan on taking any of those shortcuts because the way I understand them, those are like more than anything for people who have played the game a gajillion times and are like, I do not want to do that sequence again. Come on, homie. You coming? You coming? Let's dance. I don't want to hurt these guys. Is he like trying to trick me? He is trying to trick me. You son of a bitch. You, what? Come on, bro. I have never once assaulted a man while he was in the middle of a quick drink. It's very rude of you, if I'm gonna be real honest. All right, let's see here. Come on, come on. Gotta get my rat snacks. All right, we got a valve. We got a bunch of water. Emergency release valve. I mean, that sounds like a thing I want. Me drunk and desperate for a cheeseburger. Come here. Come here. Okay. Now we swimming. Look at the form. Like, I think it is fully possible that prior to the game we were an Olympic swimmer. Save. Also a good idea. I wish the saves were a little more consistent on autosave. God, I am gonna download this track from the... Hello? 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 Oh God, that scared me really badly. Holy shit. Wow. What kind of shitty vampire am I that I can't even run into a mulcher? Okay, so I'm trying to get to this ladder. I need this ladder. Indeed, rips in chat. Final death rips in chat. There we go. All right, now you're all fucked. What up? But don't fall back in it, because that would be foolhardy. Hey. The fuck, dude? All right, one dead. The other one is like stuck in a weird spot. I hope we don't wind up combat locked. That would kind of suck. I love just the floating arms. All right, can we, is this like a thing? Nope. Is it gonna wind up broken because I didn't kill that one? Oh, do I have to make like a Superman jump? Come on, y'all. You thought that was gonna get me? Get out of here. All right, there's more dudes. Afterlife, you're totally right though. Like, what are the citizens of LA eating that their sewer system needs this aggressive of a poop mulcher? Get fucked. Come on out. Come on out. Steroids and Botox. All right, that's fair. The bodies in LA and in Hollywood are modified enough that I don't know that I even actually want to think about what's coming out of their poop holes. Just stuff that's on my Xmas list. Did I get turned about? Or am I now going back up this other way? I definitely came in with this thing on my left. I'm not supposed to get up there, am I? Let's do this. Let's save partway through the dungeon. Can I swim against this current? Nope, we gonna die. We gonna die. Let's go. Let's go. Kick those legs, Chris the Vampire. Here we go. Here we go. Remember your form. Attaboy. All right, so we were in here. We came over here. Oh, wait a minute. Ugh. Physics puzzles. Can I... What up, Toast? I'm liking it a ton. I think it's a really unique game. This is a game that I've definitely come to accept that playing through a lot of the stuff in my backlog is going to mean automatically that there's some stuff that I really regret not having played in its prime, as it were. And this is the first really good example of that, because it didn't age 100% great. But the stuff that it does do is awesome. Let's roll. I like that. Let's roll. It's one of your faves of all time. I really dig it, and I totally understand why so many people love it. Are those from Critical Role, Daddy D? I'm a pleb, and I just listen to it later as a podcast. What the fuck am I looking at here? Welcome in, Toast. I appreciate you coming by to lend me insight on your favorite game. What I was asking the other folk earlier, are you a fan of just the game? Do you dig the tabletop? Who's your favorite clan? What's your favorite discipline? I want all the Masquerade deets. I think we're gonna have to drink a blood pack here so I can do some healing. Would you fuck off, dude? I don't have enough in the tank for celerity. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's use our chalice. So for D, it's game only Tremere Nosferatu and Thaumaturgy and Obfuscate. I dig an Obfuscate playthrough. I think that sounds really fun. Who's making all of the armsies? There was a Tamichi, I think I'm saying that right, who was like unleashing them partially as a way to like just fuck up the city in general, but also he knew that by releasing them into the sewer, it would disrupt specifically the Nosferatu who live here, and without the Nosferatu free to act, that it would harm the operations of the Camarilla in the city, since the Nosferatu are their like spy masters. Both Malk and Nosferatu have obfuscate, so it's either good for, either is good for a second playthrough. I think I'm gonna do Malk as a second playthrough because I love the idea of knowing the story of the game, like having those little visionary insights is very much up my alley. That's the kind of shit that I really get down with. All right, we got assholes. I thought they would put another one under the stairs like they've been doing. These are pits. Oh, Jesus. That's not really nice. The jump scares are supposed to be for after the break. I have not forgotten that we're also going to do some Five Nights at Freddy jump scares here for the Spooktober celebrations. I dig the tabletop. My first exposure to the game was a LARP when I was a teenager. My favorite clan is probably Salubri or Bruja. Bruja. I'm not familiar with Salubri. So my first exposure to Vampire the Masquerade was through this game, which I played once on the retail copy way back, like shortly after I graduated high school, but never beat, obviously, because here we are and it's still sitting in my backlog. But when I got into tabletop gaming, I started collecting RPG source books and just I read them basically as a hobby, like the way most people would just sit down and read a novel. But it's been a while since I read a lot of the Vamp stuff, so I'm unfamiliar with that clan. Great overhaul for the game called I saw Final Nights. Uses new clans and increases the difficulty and changes little things. So they're in the Final Nights mod. I guess we can go down here. There's a handful of kind of big mods, right? And Final Nights is the like real comprehensive one. Oh, look at this shit. Who designed LA's sewer system? This is like some BioShock shit. They for sure should have just had me open that and had one of those fucking things jump out at me. This one I can't open because I think it's got water in it. Playing Malkavian as the second or even third playthrough is a great idea. Writing's so clever and the insight. You'll get it because you are. Yeah. So that's what's fun, right? Is like probably the biggest strength of this game has been its writing. The writing has been very good. If dated, right? Like there's some stuff that is obviously a product of its time and would be kind of hard to swallow without giving it a pass on that front. But the writing's very clever. And I love the details that go into like that foreshadowing aspect that the Malks have. Play Clan Quest mod is the comprehensive mod. Okay. And then Final Nights is a different beast. I love that the mod community for this is so vibrant. That's the kind of shit that I like absolutely get behind. Maybe we just do it this way, huh? Spent all those skill points on firearms related activities and then I never even use them. Jesus Christ. Stop doing that shit to me. They drop me all the time. It's just rude. Well. Maybe? This is gonna be like in the Malkavian Primogens mansion all over again. All right, so you flash. Can I turn it off over here? My community is great. It's mainly the work of one. Yeah, so Wesp5 is the dude who does the unofficial patch, right? And like, not just does the patch, like that would be cool enough, but he does the patch and is like insanely active even on the forums and stuff. Like, it's so interesting. When I was researching how to get things set up for the patch so that we could do the playthrough on the stream, for years now, people on forums are like, hey, what do I do about this? And Wes like shows up and answers for them. Like, homeboy is basically on demand. How do I sync? Excuse me, I would like to sync downward. Oh no, am I stuck because of the current? Ow, ow. Oh, that's not great. All right, I think maybe we had the right idea the first time here. We did not have the right idea. There is no right idea. We just got to go up. Okay, okay, okay. Oh boy. Push it to the limit. Well, that wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. It would be great if we could heal, though. He took over the patch from someone else who started it. So he did it from 1.3 on in March 2005. Holy shit. He's been doing this patch for over 15 years. Homeboy is a fucking legend. That's awesome. Update every 5 months or so with 50 fixes each. I looked through, so I wanted to look through the patch notes when I was trying to decide if I was going to do the playthrough on stream as the normal patch or the plus patch. Originally, my idea was to like go and kind of parse through the patch notes to see if I could really figure out just how much the plus patch changed. And I just like, I gave up because there's so much shit. Can't do that. Okay, pump 118A. It's my favorite pump in the entire LA sewer system. Let's see. Res status. Reservoirs 1 and 2 are flooded. So can we get pumps on, please? Did that change anything? Does not look as though that's the case. Pumps off. Pumps already deactivated. Well then wait, I told you to turn them on though. Pumps powering up. Could you actually power them up though, dog? I don't fully understand. Like, I feel like what I need to do is drain this so that we can walk up that pipe. Do I have to turn the power back on here? I mean, that doesn't feel right. Pump's already activated. But are they doing anything? Do I even know if it's in this room that the pumps exist? That's where we fell down from. Can I make this jump? I don't want to try it with the power on though. No. Almost. We're almost that cool. Because, like, I feel like there's traversal energy down there. And you're not an interactable pipe. Yeah, the flow makes that impossible. All right, so let's go back. What's my hacking at these days? It's a 4. So I would need 3 points in hacking to be able to hack the electrical system. There's certainly no way they make it so that I need to have hacking in order to do this. Because if you've not spent anything into hacking, they wouldn't soft lock you. So something happens when I just hit res status. It sounds like the pumps fire up. I don't understand. Oh my God. It's another fucking switch the whole time. Okay. So reservoir 1 and 2, safe or flooded. So right now they're flooded. And I can't do anything about it. And it sounds like they just, yeah, pump control off. I'm so confused with what's supposed to be happening right now. Oh, I didn't have to drain it. I just had to make sure they were off, because then I don't have the current issue. I was expecting more than was required. That makes sense. Okay, so this goes up to reservoir 2. Reservoir 2's boring. I don't know who needs to know this. If you're planning a trip to the LA sewer system, I know there's a lot of people eager to travel after being cooped up in their houses for so long. Reservoir 2, it ain't it. Reservoir 1 also ain't it. So hang on. I need them flooded, because I need them to be tall enough that I can swim to the top of them. But I need them flooded and I need the pumps off. So hold on printing my recommendation for Reservoir 2. I said some things maybe in haste, maybe that were a little rude. Reservoir 2 might be just fine. This part had me stuck so long, and then I watched Twitch people do it the first time. I always feel, so like a lot of the stuff that I play on the stream, I have watched before in some capacity or another. And I always feel like I'm halfway cheating when I'm like, oh, but I actually kind of know how to do this. All right. So they're still flooded. Pump control is off. Let's give this a go. Wait. Wait a minute. Why y'all gotta make me stuck in the water? It said pumps in transition. They're still flooded. Pump 118A. Pumps off. Shutting down pumps. So it should then tell me also if they are actually off, because we tried to turn it on once and it was like, it's already on. Shutting down pumps. Do I have the right idea at least? You guys can hit me with a hint. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I need them flooded, but I need the pump off because I need to be able to swim to them while they're flooded. You don't want to turn the power back on. Is there another dial or something that I have to interact with? Pump control is off. Do I need pump control on? I feel like when we do that, though, it drains them. There's a delay between turning the pumps on and when the fan starts. Ah, okay. So do I need to drain it entirely? Wait. So I need to drain it, but then turn the pumps on? Or am I turning the pumps on and then while it's in transition? Because, like, are the pumps off right now? They're still off. The pumps in the computers are the same as the switch. Okay. So if I just go fast, I turned them on though. Hang on. I need the pumps off. Or do I not? Is it turning off? Flip the switch to turn it on and then haul ass. I mean, was that not fast enough? I said turn on and it was immediately locked. Okay. Turn pump off and wait until reservoirs are completely empty. Turn pump on and then immediately jump into the water, swim as fast as you can. Okay. So this isn't going to do it because when we get to this pump, it's just going to be empty. So they are drained now. And so what we need to do is flip this bitch on and I need to beat it to the T intersection. I need to be past the T intersection so that I can get past the fan before I don't want to use elder blood though. And maybe we will for the celerity. Yo, let's go. We got 1 blood point in the odious chalice. All right, so you hit your celerity. Pumps are on. We ain't give a shit. Look at how fast I swim. I'm Vampire Michael Phelps. Does it make a difference which reservoir I go to, guys? Should I be worried about that? I don't know that chat's gonna catch up before we make that choice. You know what? I take back the harsh things I said about Reservoir 2. We're trusting Reservoir 2. We did it together, Reservoir 2. You and me, pal. Reservoir 2, I'll never trust again. I'll never trust again, Reservoir 2. Unless this is actually the right way. Oh my God. Reservoir 2, I take it back a 3rd time.
Wonderful.
I'm assuming we just come flopping out. Nordic City Wolf Fenrir. I love the name. What up? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry. We didn't discuss this. Oh, he's gonna be polite and let me reload my weapons though. Oh shit, no he ain't. What the fuck? Get out of here, wizard. All right, the
Wonderful.
bolt action, not gonna cut it. Toast, thank you for the follow as well. Pop, 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 pop. I have no blood to speak of. Oh shit, get wrecked. I still hear combat music, so I don't know if we're actually done with combat. At least we're back to a world where I can flip the switches of my own accord. Thank you. Little VIP sewer treatment now. We've done it. Check your corners. Check your corners. Nothing doing there. I'm a Toreador. We're doing some red hot Toreador vampire action. Oh, those guys are just normal enemies? I guess I should have known because he didn't have a giant health bar. What the fuck, dude? I'm way down here. Give a brother a break. We need someone we can feed on. Not Gangrel. I wish I was a Gangrel right now. All right, we need some. I think we're gonna go Mac 10. I don't want to get close enough to test this dude's claw hands. Yo, where are those? Holy shit, hold up. Oh, World of Darkness just straight up has those as emotes? That's fucking rad. Those are awesome. Oh, I got turned around in a third person animation. Gangrel are fun. They do have access. The Protean discipline. What's the Protean discipline do? All right, I wanted to explore this way first, so we're gonna stick to that plan. Wannabe werewolves. They're like, that's like the whole point, right? Is that they're like real bestial in nature. Oh, hello there, friends. Oh, is this right back to... Oh, but we can't leave now. Is this the original item gained ledger? Is this a new ledger? Oh, we're in an even older office. Gives them bestial abilities and features. That's rad. That's one of the things that I think is really cool about the whole design concept for this. And I know that's one of the benefits of like building a game on an established tabletop setting, but like even designing a game knowing that everyone is playing essentially the same because they have access to the same equipments and stuff. The slight differences in the makeup of kind of the clan curses and what that yields for them in disciplines and just how that visually changes your character. I feel like that all impacts the game pretty well. It's very cool. They just wrapped up a tabletop RPG called LA by Night, and a lot of the settings and characters in this game showed up in that. It's an all new tabletop game from them? I gotta check that out. Nosferatu, I think, is the hardest to play in this game. Mercer guest starred as Beckett. Yo, let's go. That's awesome. I agree. The Nosferatu are kind of an intimidating thought for me. I'm not very good with stealth in games. So to have a class that like you either stealth or you lose the game, that's tricky. Yeah, they just go balls out, right? They just get those claws working. All right, I've wet my whistle. Let's see what Douglas Streets has to say. Foreman of the LA Department of Water and Power, 1957. July 9th, 1957. The disappearance of sewermen Whitman, Price, and Haddad has launched an attack in the papers on the department. It has fallen to me to try and ascertain their fate. I will do so to the best of my ability. July 10th. Forays into the uncharted regions of the sewers have been fruitless as of yet. City Hall has been unable to produce blueprints of these sections, and so we continue forth blindly. July 11th. I've been witness to many strange and inexplicable sounds and events in what can only be the very oldest sections of the Los Angeles sewers. I found a rusted plaque that read LADWP 1902. The events I can only describe as otherworldly, both in sound and texture, as well as in the feeling it gave upon my skin, coldness, shadows, and whispers. I have no explanation for these except, perhaps, the creations of my own overtaxed mind. We will continue tomorrow. July 12th. Still no signs of the missing men, but the fear grows in my mind that something truly evil resides in the lowest sections of those sewers. Though I wish not to tell some Lovecraftian tale, I can only say what lies in my heart. I wish no longer to travel down those dark corridors, and my opinion is that those poor men fell victim to some old and ancient evil that resides there. I will tell the mayor what I have seen, and pray that he does not take me for a madman. It went on the last 5 years. Oh, it was like a Vampire the Masquerade version of Critical Role. I saw that there's a live play Vampire the Masquerade game as part of Roll 20Con. I was planning on tuning into that. Being spotted as a Nosferatu is an automatic Masquerade violation, but you do gain the benefit of getting 3 blood points from rats rather than the 1, and they don't flee from you. Oh, okay, and getting spotted is just a matter of like you get to the manhole cover you need to use, and then you can obfuscate from there, right? Like they get obfuscate so they can kind of slip in and out undetected. I watched the first like 30 episodes of LA by Night, but it was just constant RP and so serious the whole time. But sometimes I'm into that. I guess it depends. Like I like actual play podcasts. But you're right. Something where it's like either hardcore action or hardcore RPG. I'd like them to be somewhere in between, but sometimes I just basically want to listen to an audio drama. Game's pretty lenient about the Nosferatu. Run down the middle of the road as long as you don't get right up on people's faces. Well, it's kind of, it's like the same observation cone as they have for when you're feeding, right? Like there's times where I've been out of sight while I'm feeding on someone, but like for sure people see me. They just think I'm necking with somebody. July 15th. The mayor has listened to my report with the utmost earnestness and has decided, most wisely, to brick up those lowest sections of the sewers in which I witnessed those frightening phantasmal events. The public will be told that Whitman, Price, and Haddad were lost to these sections because they were old and unsafe, and therefore he will justify his closing of them through the unfortunate vehicle of their unexplained deaths. So be it. I pray their souls find safe haven in some lighter refuge of the afterlife. I, myself, have resigned from the department. I no longer have the wish to delve in the dark places of the earth. I leave this ledger here, unseen and bricked away from human eyes, so that perhaps the memory of these things will disappear as well. Sincerely, Douglas Streets, Foreman, LA Department of Water and Something. Tremere have blood magic as a discipline. Yeah, they're the only ones that get it in this, right? That's like a special thing to them. That's one of those things I wonder if there was plans for more kind of unique discipline powers from Troika, but with the development troubles they had, maybe they just weren't able to put them all together. Really, a lot of bullets? Jesus. This has been a long and lonely sewer, friends. Would you fuck off? Would you just fuck off? I want to use celerity, but I feel like I have to like save my blood for blood heals. All right, I got plenty of Glock buttons. Buttons, bullets. Traditionally, when you push the Glock button, you get a bullet. All right, so it looks as though this is the dead end of this direction in the sewer. That's why I like the Final Nights mod, makes the sewers and obfuscate much more necessary. So when you were saying it makes it more difficult, it's not just combat difficulty. They've tweaked things like observation rates and stuff like that. That's interesting. I've played Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood twice, another product of the World of Darkness franchise. It's not the best game to play from the franchise, but hey, it could be worse. I think I have that. There's the backlog in chat. I can check when we get around to a break here. But if anyone else goes and peeks, I think I own that. I can say that of the World of Darkness setting, I have played this game. I have started but not finished one of the Vampire the Masquerade visual novels that they came out with, which was good, and the writing in it was very excellent. And then in real life, I have played a very small amount of Hunter, the tabletop. Here, juice box, juice box, juice box. I like Heart of the Forest. It is like a graphic novel of Werewolf the Apocalypse. Yo, I would for sure check that out. Tribe novel, book 1 of Werewolf the Apocalypse. Oh, that's true. I do have additional experience in the setting, in so much as I have read like nearly all of the available Vampire the Masquerade novels. Not the classic ones. There's like the medieval series and the modern series. I've only read the moderns. Shadow Lords and is it Gate of Fenris? I'm gonna have to look all this up. I didn't realize they had so many additional like literary products, because vampire's their big one. Am I wrong, or is that kind of their bread and butter?
Wonderful.
Chumba with the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. So many new stream friends tonight. Yo, this is like a Nosferatu buffet. Wraith the Oblivion VR game. Man, that's interesting. So maybe Paradox, I guess, is getting more out of their license purchase than I thought. I feel like the Pied Piper right now. They're like the Vikings of the Werewolf the Apocalypse world. I can get behind that. I really liked how World of Darkness, to me, is such a clever concept. One of the things that drives me nuts about tabletop is that so often you'll get a tabletop game that comes out, the rules are great, whatever, I'm super interested in it, and then the supplements get like really bananas really fast. And it's not as though Vampire and the World of Darkness in general don't suffer from some of that bloat that comes with a lot of supplements. But what I like is that all of the different games in the World of Darkness can kind of jive together. Like, you could play a vampire while your friend at the table is playing a werewolf while someone else is playing a ghost. I think that's awesome. You have Norse blood coursing through you. That's pretty rad. I have no such interesting claims. I have very generic blood coursing through me. And right now my in-game character has rat blood coursing through them, which is even less enviable. Okay. Oh, well, I guess we triggered it. I was actually going to turn around and go look at something else. Okay, but it's not Chunk. Everyone relax. It's not Chunk. Holy shit. What the fuck are you? Nope. Nope. Oh, I almost fell off the edge. I was so excited to just get away from this thing. Oh, what do you throw? You just birthed those things? So that's where they're coming from. Holy shit, you Pack-a-Punch. You're disgusting. Get away from me. You're the literal worst with your creepy people legs and your gross abdomen vagina. Final death. Get the fuck out. Blah. That thing was gross. This one was also a weird nude fetish for you. There's a lot of sexy things happening in LA right now. Sorry, dog. Let's hang on. There we go. I feel a little better about it. That thing was gross as shit. All right, now what? There's no more of those, right? Okay. Can I get up there? Do we need to create like a staircase out of bodies? No, there's a ladder. We could have done it. I agree, Chumba. My Tamichi experience is limited to what this game has provided for me, and not a fan, if I'm being honest. You got a grate there.
Insert party noises here.
Jukebox, bringing the raid. Welcome in, Jukebox Raiders. Everybody get down and get funky, because Jukebox and the Jukebox crew are here. Jukebox, you were playing some Soma, if I am correct, which I am gonna have to check out in the VOD, because I sadly was streaming at the same time. Yeah, some Soma. I love it. How was the stream, buddy? Terrified of Soma? Dude, I tried to warn you when you told me you were playing it, is that shit, like, it does not fuck around. I know there's a vampire clan that is like a zombie, and I'm not talking about Nosferatu. Interesting. They're called Samedi. They replace Nosferatu in the Final Nights mod. Oh, fun. You'll see me doing really well for a while, then all of a sudden the difficulty just goes from 2 to 10 to 11 to 10. That's kind of the design of Soma. So when you were talking about playing it, we didn't want to spoil anything, but the easiest clue is I was going to tell you that Soma's made by the guys that made Amnesia, which obviously kind of gives up a lot of the mechanics of Soma pretty fast. All right, is there something we can jump out to? I don't see anything. Why would you give me this ladder if you didn't want me to come up here? Like, I assume you want me up there. But let's look around down here for a second. Raiders coming from Jukebox's Extreme Soma Spooptacular Extravaganza. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming along on the raid. My name is Chris, and what you're looking at right now is the Backlog. Today, the Backlog is represented by Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, a first-person, well, not always first-person, but a action RPG from Troika Games. Their flesh is rotting. Gross. Never played Amnesia. Amnesia's scary as fuck, too, for sure. Tamichi kind of like a Nurgle? Facts. John, there's big Nurgle energy in the Tamichi. You're right. I shit you not, Chris. There's at least 2 times I almost jumped out of my chair and being buzzed didn't help at all. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Game's fucking horrifying. I've watched like limited clips of it on like a YouTube scenario and been scared. All right, what do you want from me, game? Should I leave and go back out the way we came? That won't be possible, Chris. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Chris. Back into Gangrel. Gangrel? Is it Gangrel or Gangrel? Where does the emphasis go on those syllables? Screw the rest of the Backlog and play this 20 times with 20 different clans. If only. That's how the Backlog grows, though. It's those kind of mentalities that lead to great backloggery. I think we have found our target. Can I get to that? I don't know how I would. We can try, though. Even though it looks like a Tremere. Well, he's just a Gangrel with additional style, right? He's like Lord of the Gangrels. I don't know how I would get to that, though. Gangrel. Okay, so it is on the second syllable. Well, that is certainly not how you get to this. Come on, physics. All right. Time for a little Half-Life / Gary's mod. Nope. Took me damn near 20 minutes to leave my room in the opening part of the game because I couldn't find the item to leave. Tore the apartment apart trying to find it. Jenga not required. All right. That's good because I don't want to Jenga my way through the source engine. How would I get to it? I wish there was a beam over this way. Long coat and sunglasses, so he must be a Tremere. I mean, you're not wrong though. That is decent Tremere energy. Is this legit just like a platforming puzzle? What am I not understanding? Do I just yeet it? We just yeet it? Games like Gone On Forever, which is good, meaning they put a lot of work into this game and it has been pretty well made. Yeah, it is pretty well made for the year it came out. I will definitely agree to that. The vast majority of this game it owes its longevity to the mod community and the fact that the writing is just absolutely Zilla. Since it wouldn't be spoilers, it should be the first 2 minutes of gameplay. I was looking for a die. Chris, I was looking in the toilet, the shower, DVD player. Don't tell me yet. I have an idea, but it might be a little crazy. What we're gonna do. Hey, buddy. That's pretty far. The dialogue for sure is the strongest part of the original game. I saved, so let's just do one of these. Nope. That's not what you're supposed to do. I don't know what made me suffer final death. Just a kill box, really, but disrespecting the dead. You're right, I deserved that death. I had put that man's head on a pedestal to then desecrate him on the other side. I want to get up there. Can we do one of these? Can I like get on this light? No. Don't be afraid of shiny ledges. Skinny ledges. I read shiny. Okay. A skinny ledge. Oh my god, are we really gonna circumnavigate the room like that? Oh my lord. Characters, humor, setting, pervy stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's so different, right? Like I still don't think there's a game that really compares to it. So I get why so many people love it. And I dig it. And I'm playing it way after the fact. How would I get... All right, hold up. Oh, damn it. Is there a lip on... Just hug the wall behind the barrels I was standing on? Over there? Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Yeah, I would have been here for hours. Like hours and hours. Your vampire turned into bats. I wish. I could get behind that. All right, we can turn off our auspics. I wish I could turn into a bat. That's like one of my favorite vamp things. Okay. Okay. So we've got a Dark Souls-esque descending jumping puzzle now. Gonna throw a save down here. Call me crazy. Okay. At least they give me like a wall to land at. Oh boy, I thought maybe I could slip behind this one. I don't think that's actually how it works though. Okay. All right, we're doing great. We're doing great. Everything's fine. Nothing about this is terrible. Oh shit. Don't worry about it. No, it's good. There's a discipline where you can turn into bats or a mist. They had it as part of the Bloodlines 2 demo. I remember that. Doesn't he like surge across a gap with it? Definitely could have like used celerity. Instead, we're just gonna die. We've suffered final fan death. It's my least way to die. When they tell stories about Chris the Toreador, they're gonna be like, dude showed up in LA, he fucking lit this place on fire, and then that asshole died in a fan. We can make it. The clans you can play in this game are not the only clans. Yeah, I wish they could have done more, right? And you're right, it sounds like they are going to introduce more clans for 2, provided that 2 winds up kind of being what they want it to be. But man, especially when this game came out, like that would have been bonkers to try and get all that shit in. He's done it. Look, it wasn't clean. We knew it wasn't going to be clean, but we're fine. We got more assholes to deal with. I don't know what we got for bullets left. Oh, I got tons of Glock bullets. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetting. Not this time. Now we are the law. Excuse me, I wanted a Capri Sun, thank you. Just like John Lennon. I remember John Lennon got turned into a vampire. Kind of took the entire kindred world aflame, and then was murdered. I remember that. Would you just fucking die? Yeah, you're not wrong, Afterlife. That's a little concerning, because Paradox is like one of the kings of here's a game with a shitload of DLC. The only reason I'm not as concerned about it with Vampire is, unlike in a strategy game where you're playing for the strategic fun of it, another one of you, get the fuck out of here. No, we don't need more. With a narrative game, they're not going to have as many people who are willing to play through it like 5 and 6 times. Or, you know, some Paradox players will fucking play a Paradox game every day for the rest of forever. So I don't think they're going to be able to do the same level of like nickel and dime DLCs. Would you? Got him. Next area is a maze. Keep track of the numbers on the walls. Okay, 48, 41, 40. I'm gonna start with 40. God damn it. Are you for real with me right now? I'm gonna shoot you in your leg body. You like that? Rip my ammo counts. All right, 39. Mama wants her baby back inside so I can cook more. Honey, come back. You're not nearly finished. Look at you. My goodness. Your skin and bones. Would you eat something? I like how when I get behind her, she just gets wicked confused. So 39, 38, 37, and more ratty friends. Man, if you were dedicating yourself to not eating rats, or like, heaven forbid, if you were doing this segment as a Ventru and didn't have a shitload of blood bags on you, good fucking gravy. They fired Brian Matsuda, the writer who wrote it all. Yeah. So wait, was he working on number 2 and they canned him? That's what I'm saying. If you're playing as a Ventru, like, you're fucked down here. Like, what are you supposed to do? 37, 32, 33. I had to make sure I wasn't about to get pincered. That would have been fucking terrible. Man, you were right about this being a big ass area, D. Thank you so much for not letting me wander in here on Thursday. I am still planning on getting to more stuff. We've gone a little long here in the first half, but that's okay. We're gonna continue on, and I'll just run a longer stream tonight. Just be better. I mean, that's what the Ventru would have you believe about them anyway, right? Like, that's the appropriate Ventru response, is like, how do I get through the sewer? Pff, please, the rabble. Of course the rabble would need to eat rats while they were down there. A Ventru wouldn't be caught stooping so low. Thank God for old Glocky here. Check your corners, check your corners. All right, 29 into 28 and 20. Oh shit, I didn't check my corners. My corners were unchecked. Is there like a tattoo on the leg one's head? Excuse me, I'm trying to look at your body tattoo. Oh, it's just a missing piece of flesh. My fault. I'm sorry. It's very rude of me. He was working on number 2, and he was out front of all the promotion of the game. They put him in for press and ads. So my only thought, and I don't think at any point, oh, hello. I don't think at any point they really like came out and said anything about him being fired, but I also wasn't sure he was working on the game, so maybe that's me just being silly. But there is a certain amount of this game, that the original game, that the writing is a little dated and is something that I could see a company not being comfortable putting their stamp on in the year 2021. So if he didn't want to compromise his vision and wanted to still write like he wrote for the first game, I could understand there maybe being a disagreement between him and Paradox. Paradox also just had a ton of trouble with the Vampire team in general, because they had another issue with Vampire, like in the tabletop division. A fatal error has occurred. You should be panicking now. 9/31/2004. Your system will now explode. It is now safe to go to your happy place. Press the any key to help others learn to read. Press control to donate money to me. You know the computers will soon take over. Why fight it? Press the any key to continue. That's funny. They said he was fired, but they didn't say why. So yeah, I'd be interested to know some of the specifics on that side. So what am I looking at here? I can't do anything with this thing. This is fucking crazy. I just meant to pull my gun out, not shoot it. I'm sorry. This is just gonna loop back, right? All right, so let's take a closer look in here. There's got to be something going on in here that I'm not paying attention to. Like, I feel like I should be able to interact with this computer setup, but it's key code locked. And like this thing even... Fuck you. Bloodlines 1 was famous for delays and problems, so maybe Mitsoda is hard to work with. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that their problems were probably less writing based and more like code based. But you're right. It could be that he was constantly changing stuff and wanted to make little tweaks and things like that. So do they fire like the whole original team, Chumba? I mean, we know they removed, was it Hard Suit Labs was the team they had working on it? We know the dev got canned. Guys, am I not supposed to be in this room yet? Should I backtrack into the maze? Or is there something in here I'm not doing correctly? I'll tell you what I am doing correctly is this sick front side shifty grind. Because we're like Tony Hawking our way around this thing. I feel like we probably have to do something elsewhere in the maze. Needs a key. Okay. So we know coming back towards the 20s is how we get the key. They fired the entire Hard Suit Labs after firing those specific people. Okay, so they got rid of the creative team, specific people, and then they just were like, PS Hard Suit, you're out of here. I don't think I went up this way. Yeah. The fuck? Who's out here using celerity? I'll help. I like the cut of your jib. Excuse me, sir, could you put that big old ass away? Passkey gained. Hi, friendo. Wait, okay. You don't want to talk about it? All right, that's fine. All right, key secured. Nosferatu scared the shit out of me. I ain't even gonna pretend. All right, so now 30. Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. Now we can go use the key to get into the computer system, and we will be off to the races. Oh, interesting. There was never really any clarity on if the creative team was an issue with Hard Suit or with Paradox. Well, you would assume if it was an issue with Paradox, they probably would have brought him back, right? The sewer sphincter opens. Am I just yeeting my body into this now? Is that water? We'll be safe. There's no reason I'd want to save, right? We did it. Splish.